The electronic control introduction. The red button represents pause. The green button represents starting embroidery. Press the button, conquer the upper embobbing thread. When the screen displays an error, the main shaft is not at 100 degrees, and tap this button. This yellow button with a cross represents releasing the working state. Press it once. Now it has entered the working state. The button icons in the working state are different from those after releasing. First, let's explain the icons in the release state. These two buttons, with a downward arrow and an upward arrow, can adjust the embroidery speed. Left is to slow down. Right is to speed up. Click this button to set the language. This button is for connecting to the network. These four buttons control the direction of frame shift up, down, left, and right. Press the middle button, it becomes two triangles. The frame movement speed increases. Press it again, it becomes one triangle, and the frame movement speed decreases. Click this button to read the pattern from USB drive. This button is for selecting a frame. This button can adjust the pattern's direction. This button can select the pattern inside a machine. This button is for deleting a single pattern. First select the pattern, then press it once, and then press OK to delete it. This button is for deleting all patterns. This button is for manual color change. Now let's explain the buttons after entering the working state. This button can select colors. This pattern has 5 colors. Input the corresponding numbers according to the pattern's color change sequence. This button with the letter A and up and down arrows represents fully automatic color change. Press it once, it turns semi-automatic color change. Press it again, it turns manual color change. This button displays the embroidery state. A single triangle represents a small jump, and 2 triangles represent a large jump. Click this button. The minus sign represents going back 1 color. The plus sign represents advancing 1 color. This button is for retracting the stitches. Input 200 stitches, and it will retract 200 stitches. This button is for advancing the stitches. Input 200 stitches. It will advance 200 stitches. This button is for returning to the embroidery stop point. This button is for returning to the starting point. Click this button, the frame will move automatically to confirm the frame alignment is smooth. Electronic control introduction completed.